Pots. Now it's time to introduce a classic. Two goofy foots going head-to-head. Kai Otten taking on former world champ CJ Hobgood. Last night, CJ was kind of thinking he wanted to wait for more waves. Next thing you know, you wake up in the morning, it looks groomed and hollow. It's here, almost going all the way to a win as we look at Kai Otten getting the first wave of the morning. Small little inside tube, and he ends up going down.
And a little bit of a surprise.
Here comes CJ on the backhand, grabs a rail as this thing bottoms out. He's stepping on the gas and gets the exit, backside float. A beautiful combination.
Into play, so right now just perfect.
Now it's Kai's turn. Couple of big pumps from deep on this left-hander that's going to racetrack down the sandbar without him. And now we'll check out CJ's first wave.
Yeah, one of the best backhand tube riders. I mean, look at this perfect little barrel here for CJ. He uses that front hand to guide his way out of the barrel. A lot of guys use that front hand and they drag it. You know, CJ kind of almost points his way through it and guides him.
CJ Hobgood opens with a 6.33 to kick off the morning with the lead. Now checking out Kai on a speedy little right. Just a little misstep and he is just going to get himself out of there to start from scratch. What happened there, Potts? Now an opportunity for CJ. Remember, he had the 6.33, choosing the backhand again. Setting up his first turn. Snap down to the bottom and he's out. That'll back up the 6.33.
A big wave.
Late takeoff for CJ Hobgood on his forehand. Perfect line to punch out free. The bottom drops out and it makes it difficult to ride out clean. Now it's Kai's turn on the backhand. Just a quick up and out. So CJ started with the 6.33 for a backhand tube. Got a 1.77 for a backside snap. And he had a long drainer on the left.
Let's have a look. Drives through the barrel. One of the best tube riders in the world. I mean, look at this technique that he's got. Right there, just gets kind of hung up and then doesn't ride out of it. So incomplete ride, and as you can see right there, he was rewarded for the job done. Yeah, you know, he knows what he wants, and here he goes again.
Little chip shot into his forehand. Nice little tube shootout for CJ. Little inside left. Gives him a ramp to punt. Doesn't land the air, but a successful tube ride to potentially better a 2.4.
Just bettered his score, Joe, 3.0, so chipping away. Just bettered his score, Joe, 3.0, so chipping away. Kai needing a 7.83.
So CJ doing a good job. He knows every event he shows up in, it'll be his last ever. How'd you like the entry on this one?
Yeah, beautiful positioning right there. You know, he couldn't have got any deeper on that one, couldn't have been any further back. It was just a perfect place to be right there. You can see him just nice, quick little tube ride. He's having fun out there.
Put in parts next to guys like the Irons brothers as we go back to Kai Otten now. A messy little forehand tube that takes him down. CJ now will get to roll in the next one. Beautiful takeoff. Already has some speed, but didn't really give him any room to pull in. So back-to-back incomplete scores. CJ in a good position to regain priority as Kai had to wear that one on the head, Potts.
That wave literally beat him down.
Checking out the replay, look how close Kai was to where CJ had to pop out the back. You saw CJ look over his shoulder.
There's no pushing under that.
No way. Now at the 12-minute mark, Kai Otten sets up this inside left. He has some board speed, goes for the front side air, lands on the roof, nice and clean. Into a float, down the line, snap on the inside corner. So that wave didn't get round for him. He ends up using the ramp to go to the air. And a nice, beautiful combo to get his best wave so far.
Well, that's nice and clean, too. Came off the bottom. I thought he was going to hit the lip, but went straight to the air, grabbed it, came out nice and clean. That's what the judges are going to like, that transition between the aerial and the next couple of turns. Made that thing functional. Landed it perfect, straight off the bottom into the next turn. Clean face right here. Offshore wind, so I had to go for the grab. Just that regular left-hand grab there for Kai Otten. You see that foot right on the deck pad, sliding those feet further up, keeping that over. See his center of gravity is completely over his board. He's not leaning forward or back, and that's what made that landing so sweet and came out with speed and straight into the next turn.
That last wave as we hit the 10-minute mark. Kai will now check out a right. Little under the lip snap to get down the line. He'll get hooked and he goes down. Now numbers in for Kai Otten, a 5.17. Just under CJ's 6.33, but in the same conversation there. Left-hand option for CJ Hobgood. Great positioning. Locks in to a beautiful round tube ride. He has the speed as it clamps down on him, and he gets the exit. Right into a float. former world champ, able to get rid of a 3.0 and extend his total out front with 7:10 remaining.
Out in France in the middle of the lineup, you're so far out, sometimes you can't hear what's going on. So Samsung developed a technology that actually interacts.
Here he goes again.
CJ, maybe on his last wave of this matchup, will just pull into a little 1-foot section and go down. Tough one for Kai, one of his pet events on tour. A former champ is knocked out here in round 2 by a former world champ in CJ Hobgood.